Howdy, howdy, howdy. How's everybody doing today? This is your Jay McCaney, aka the Christian Conservative Lunchtime Live Show. Doing a show outside of my office building so that I can have some time with you guys, just a little bit of time before I go back in and eat my salad and then get back to work. And just wanted to, I've been meditating on a couple of verses that I was going to talk about today. Howdy, Don. The whole thing, I was going to talk about, training up a child the way he should go, Proverbs 22:6. And then I started meditating on God's word. And one of the things that I see so common now is how we view ourselves. And hey, Monica, how you doing? One of the things that I see as far as how we view ourselves is we don't see ourselves as conquerors. In Romans 8:38, I do believe it says, "Nay, we're more than conquerors through Him that love us." And we as Christians don't see ourselves as conquerors. In order for us to see ourselves as conquerors, first and foremost, we have to see ourselves in a battle. And I think that most Christians don't see that we're in a spiritual warfare and we're in a spiritual battle. And because we're in a spiritual battle, we have to fight. And in order for us to be conquerors, we have to fight in order to win. Not just, hey, hi, Melinda, not just fight so that we can say we're in a battle, but fight to win. And we have the tools to make us winners, to make us more than conquerors. Hey, Jerry, but we're not utilizing those tools in order to make us conquerors. Do you know from Genesis to Revelation, God instructs us to get involved in the battle, not only get involved in the battle, but also win the battle. Jesus Christ told his disciples, "Behold, I give unto you power to tread over serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy." Hey, Tammy, and by no means shall anything harm you. And that is Luke 10:19, I do believe. But my whole point in saying this is we have to go into battle knowing that the battle has already been won. Now, what are the battles I'm talking about? First and foremost, we have to see that what we're in, hey Kevin, that we have to see that the battles that we're in are spiritual battles. When we have rebellious children, when we have things that go that come up against us, these things are not just necessarily coming up against us so that we can tie another notch on our belt saying that we won that battle, but it's showing us that we need to strengthen our testimony so that we can show others how they can win the battle as well. I think tomorrow when I do my show from home, I'm going to do a show about how we are to fight and how we are to fight to win. When I was in the military, one of the things that I was trained in doing is hand-to-hand combat. And I was trained in how to use several different firearms and how to hit the target from using my firearms. The thing of it is that I was never told at any given time that, well, when you shoot an enemy, just shoot to wound them. No, you're not going to shoot to wound anybody. You're going to shoot to kill every time. Now, the reason why I'm even bringing this up is that when you're in a battle, you are supposed to fight to win. And get this mess out of your mind that your enemy is a white guy, or your enemy is a black guy, or whatever. That's not your enemy. Your enemy is the devil. 1 Peter 5:8 says that the devil goes around seeking to and fro, seeking who he may devour, roaring as a lion. But my whole point in saying that is that you need to see that our enemy is ferocious. but God has given us the victory over the enemy. Now, how are we going to fight these battles? We better learn how to fight the battles like God has called us to fight these battles. We better understand that the enemy is not going to just play these little silly games with us. That's not what the enemy is going to do. The enemy is always going to fight to win, and we better learn how to fight to win ourselves. Right now, you have the Democrat Party that's trying to do a coup here in America. They're trying to remove a sitting, duly elected president. Most of the Christians that I talk to, they don't want to get involved in politics. They don't want to get involved in this. They don't want to get involved in that. When are you going to get involved? Are you going to get involved when you go to a restaurant and your little girl go into the bathroom, and then you see a man that's dressed like a woman go into the bathroom with your little girl? You better understand what type of enemy we're fighting. You better understand that this enemy is not playing these little silly games that we're playing. We go into church and we roll around on the carpet and everything, and we have no power when we go out here in this world. We better take the enemy serious. We better understand that this enemy is after our children. When your children are being taught in school that there's more than two genders, you understand that we're in a spiritual battle. We better understand that these kids nowadays want socialism. We're in a spiritual battle, people. We better start teaching our kids what thus says the Lord. Because if we don't teach our kids what thus says the Lord, the world is going to teach what their Lord is saying, which is the enemy, which is the devil. I think that's going to be about it for right now. I knew it wasn't going to be a long video. I just wanted to put that out there. Please, please, please learn the fact that we are more than conquerors. Learn the fact that we're more than conquerors, and because we're conquerors, God has given us the victory, and we need to fight from that standpoint. Right now, if you have kids that are wayward, that are rebellious, you need to start praying for those kids. You need to start teaching those kids that what the meaning of fighting like champions instead of fighting like chumps. We are fighting a winnable war. But we need every Christian on that front line and not on the sideline trying to quarterback from their chair. God bless you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.